Hello, everybody. This is Hilary Sloane, and this is Driftwood Conversations. This week, I didn't have a scheduled guest. Instead, I paid closer attention to what's happening around me and to what's been coming back when I ask people to share what they're working toward and what they're thinking about and what they're trying to live into. As the year concludes, many of us feel like we're standing at the edge of our world, not just politically or socially, but personally. There's exhaustion, yet also clarity. An understated question. How do I want to live? What do I want to support? What truly matters to me now? We're living in a time of rapid change. Systems seem unstable. Language feels sharper. Attention is fractured. Many people are overwhelmed, not just by events, but how quickly and intensely everything happens. At the same time, I've noticed something else. People are simplifying. They're choosing smaller circles. They're paying attention to how they spend money, their time, and their care. They are taking a long, hard look at consumerism and supporting causes they believe in through direct action. Many people wonder how to live with integrity even when the bigger picture remains unresolved. These responses vary and don't need to be the same. On a personal note, this past year has meant more to me than I expected. Driftwood Conversations has grown steadily through trust, authentic dialogue, and repeated listening. What surprised me most is how much I've come to value the world around me because of this work. There was a time I didn't think that was possible. I've learned to notice small things, how people share what they have, the intelligence of a place, the quiet generosity of neighbors, artists, healers, thinkers, and those trying to live honestly in uncertain times. I've learned that appreciation doesn't need agreement, respect doesn't require sameness, and love doesn't demand answers. Recently, when I asked my community to share what they're working on and the kind of world they want to live in, the responses didn't form a single vision. In fact, they created a field of ideas. Some people are building alternatives, some are refining their values, some are skeptical and even unsentimental. Others are working quietly, locally, and practically. I don't see these differences as problems to fix. I see them as signs of vitality. This space, Driftwood Conversations, has never been about convincing or correcting. It's about making room, about listening, about allowing voice and expression to exist without being rushed toward resolution. As the year comes to a close, I wanted to pause here, to acknowledge what has been shared, to say thank you to the people who have spoken, written, listened, and stayed curious. I want to end today with a poem, something contemporary, spacious, and human. Not an answer, just a place to rest for a moment. This is a portion of a poem called Chaos by Stanley Moss. I'm not sure the words ocean and sea mean the same to you and me. 95% universal confusion. Dark matter was born with the legitimacy of an onion, the roar of a lion. I sit in the rumble seat of judgment. I damn myself for entertainment, for wasting time on hopeless entertainment. I am guilty of snarling lines, Gordian knots in my Shakespeare fishing reels. I must untangle this because eels have hearts like us. The enemy is symmetry. In the spring of content, I trust glorious chaos. I smell in disorder the outhouse of order. And I will end this writing and this podcast with Miri Hunter's poem.
Coyote Reflection. Stopped by a coyote at the gate. He slams it shut just as I run towards it. He stands on his two legs and snarls as he stares. I look him in the eye, and for a moment we are locked in eye-to-eye combat. Or is it soul-to-soul communion? I run to jump over the gate, but he jumps as I jump, and we bump in midair, each of us knocked down to our own respective sides. Nothing has changed. We stare again. I start to move stealthily, slyly. As I move left, he moves right. As I move right, he moves left. Thinking I can outwit him, I start to walk in a circle, round and round and round, and after a few minutes, I look back and notice that he is sitting on the ground scratching his head. I take his contemplative stance for rest. I seize the opportunity and run again towards the gate, hoping to catch him off guard, but to no avail. He is quicker than I am. So once again, we meet in midair, and once again, we are both knocked down and back to our original spots. I sit, he sits. I shake my head, he shakes his. I laugh, he starts to chuckle. I take this moment to practice my coyote howl. He does the same. Only it's apparent that he has had more practice. For a while, we just sit and stare, just the two of us. It's getting late. I'm getting chilled. Should I make another run for it? Dig a tunnel and crawl under the gate? I look around for a shovel, a stick, something that I can dig with. Then I stand, facing the coyote. He stands. We laugh. Ha ha, the trickster. He knows I get it. I close my eyes. I breathe deeply, several times. When I open my eyes, the coyote is gone. There is one more howl at the gate. And then the gate shatters, disintegrates into small pieces, numerous and soft as desert sand. Slowly and confidently, I walk forward. There will be other gates, other obstacles, but I can sit and I can breathe, remembering the lesson of the trickster coyote. Shatter the gate, the obstacle, with your life force and create a walk through life soft as desert sand.
Thank you all for listening to Driftwood Conversations. I'm so looking forward to seeing what we create this next year and the year after.